welcome to my YouTube channel. It's lovely of you to stop by, and if you don't already, please subscribe to this channel and click the little bell below, and that way you won't miss out on any crafty tutorials. This page is geared up for anyone that loves sewing and craft. I do dressmaking reviews, craft projects, sewing and lots more. And this video is all about something you can make for someone, Mother's Day maybe, or just for yourself. It's this gorgeous peg bag, and I'm really proud of it because I've designed the pattern. A peg bag is something that most sewists tend to make as one of their starting projects, but I never have. Nothing's ever really appealed to me that's out there. So I set myself a task to make my own peg bag. So you can see it's got a nice base on it, so it's nice and wide, and you can fit loads of pegs in. It's got this really chunky handle which is designed to go over your washing line and look really pretty, and this fabric just screamed peg bag to me. It's really rustic, it's like a really thick sort of canvasy cotton type material, and I just thought the both would really work well together. So go and grab a pen and paper and I'll tell you what you need to make it. Okay, so here's what you're going to need. So first of all, you're going to have to pick your fabric. So you know I've already picked the lovely Craft Cotton Company floral fabric, and they were a pack of fat quarters, and there was 4 in the pack. So these 2 are left. So I'm going to make another one. Might give this to my mum. But this is a chocolate sort of spotty one and a floral one with chocolate accents in it. But pick any fabric you like. You only need 2 fat quarters, so it's a brilliant project that doesn't require much fabric. And you're going to need a button. So I've got this little handmade with love rustic button there, but any button that complements your fabric is brilliant. And then the secret ingredient is this Bosal product. It's in our form, and this gives the peg bag its structure. It makes it look professional, and it's really lovely to work with. If you haven't got this, then your bag, you can still make it, but it's not going to be able to stand up on itself. But yeah, brilliant if you can get this. And you'll also need your basic sewing kit, and that does include your ironing mat and your iron and your sewing machine, and today I'm using the lovely Janome Italian iron. Okay, so the pattern for this peg bag is really simple. This is my fat quarter piece. What we're going to do is fold it in half so it looks like a long rectangle, and you're going to iron it on both of the pieces. So you're going to have one that's going to be a lining, so this spotty one's going to be my lining, and this floral is going to be the outer. Fold them in half, so a long rectangle. Press them, and then we're going to take off 7 inches, and then the rest is going to be the bag. Okay, so now you're going to have 2 pieces, but when you open them up, they're together. So what you're going to have to do is just cut down both of the crease lines, so then you'll have 4 pieces. You're now left with a square-ish that's around 27 by 26 centimetres. You don't have to be too fussy about this, as long as you've whacked off the top of about 7 inches. The rest is going to be for your peg bag. So now what you need to do is cut out 2 pieces of Bosal in R form, the same size as your square. Okay, so now you've done that, follow the instructions on the Bosal packet to adhere your fabric, your top fabric, to your Bosal, just like I've done there. So now what we need to do, now we've got our 2 lining pieces and our 2 top pieces, what we're going to need to do to make the box at the bottom, the box base, is take out 1 inch square from both bottom corners on both the top pieces and on both your lining pieces. Top tip, just make sure you're doing your corners on the sides that are the widest. Okay, so the next part of the pattern piece to make the handle and the heart on the front. So this is, take your lining piece that's left. So this is the 7 inch piece that you chopped off at the start. So there's a crease line just there. So what we're going to do is fold 1/2 of it to the crease line, press it and cut down there, so you'll have this piece and this piece. Okay, so now that I've cut them, so we've got the bit that's folded together, that's going to be the heart, and then the bit that's left, that's going to be the handle. So get the folded out piece together and get your scissors, and this is the fold line. We're going to free cut a heart, so I'm just going to go and free cut a heart all the way to the centre. So I'm happy with it, and then open it up. Ta-da! And then I'm going to iron that. Take my front piece, place it in the centre, just like so, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and do a stitch all around it to secure it in place. With the handle, this is the piece we had left, so it's like a rectangle. We're going to fold that in lengthways, press it, and then we're going to have one end open, and we're going to sew all the way down this side and across, and then turn it through, and I'll show you that at the sewing machine as well. So I'm just about to top stitch my heart down, and I picked this gorgeous thread. It's a Gutterman thread, and it's like a multicoloured one which will bring out all these lovely earthy tones. So now we've cornered out the bottom, we're going to turn it right side out. See, it's nice and thick because of the bow saw. And push those corners out, and you'll see how they've met lovely here and also there. So turn your peg bag the right way out, and you'll see that it now stands up. So now we're going to repeat the same with the lining. We're going to put them right sides together, and we're going to sew all the way down, but here we've got to leave a turning gap because that's where we're going to pull it all the way through. Okay, so now we're on to the strap part. So like I said, we've folded it over lengthways and we need to create a tube. So we're going to leave one end open and we're going to sew all the way across the top and down this side, and then we're going to turn it out. Poke your corners out and go and give it a good press. And when you're at the ironing board, turn in about 1 centimetre and press that shut. Now we need to go and top stitch all the way around the tie. Okay, so now we need to attach our buttonhole foot and put the buttonhole in the centre of the edge that we turned in. So the one that we turned in about 1 centimetre, because this is the rough side, we're going to do find the centre, and about 1.5 centimetres up, that's where we're going to put our buttonhole. Okay, so we're on the home run now, so it's all coming together. So we have got our strap, we've got our lining with the gap at the bottom to turn it through, and we've got the front main piece of our bag. So we now need to construct it together. So what we're going to do, we need the button bit to go at the front. So if you look at it that way, and then what we're going to have to do is trap the handle inside to find the centre, and then we're going to pin it in place quite far down, because when we sew we don't want to go over the pin, but that's just going to keep it in place, so when we attach it it's going to trap it inside. So the next thing we need to do is put the line in. So we need to do this right side to right side, to turn this the wrong way round, and then we want to slot the peg bag inside the lining. So it's a bit clunky, but shove it all inside. And then you want to match up your side seams and pin them together. So side seam to side seam, pin in place. And then cover everything out and go to the other side and do your side seam to side seam and pin in place. And then just take your time neatening it all around the side and pin all around the top, making sure that when you come to the bit where the strap is, you are just slightly, your strap slightly sticking up, just so we know we've definitely trapped it. And then we're going to do a 1 centimetre seam allowance all the way around the top, and then we're going to pull it through the bottom. Congratulations, you've now made a peg bag. I hope you loved that as much as I enjoyed teaching it you. And don't forget to tag me and your mates at Carrie Can Make It on Instagram, and I'll share them as much as I can. And DM me if you need any extra support, and I'll try and help you where possible. So yeah, I hope you love it, and until next time, bye bye.